Hi, my name is Penny and I'm the owner of 1 Cent Crochet. I've been running my crochet business for the past 2 years, selling crochet products such as patterns and plushies, and I also post free tutorials on my YouTube channel. On Instagram, I have a following of over 240,000, and on YouTube, I have over 100,000 subscribers now, which I just hit the other day. So today I'm going to be giving you my best 8 tips on what I would do if I was starting a small business or if I had just started a small business in 2024. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is to get multiple social media platforms going. So when I started, I began posting on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. And I know that seems like a lot. Don't worry, I don't still really consistently post on all of those platforms. The reason that I did this at the start is to find which platform worked for me. So if you start off by repurposing your content for all of those platforms and reposting it across the 5 or 6 different platforms, then you'll be able to find out which one is the best for building a following. So after around 6 or 7 months, I discovered that TikTok wasn't really working for me. It wasn't showing my content to the right audience or demographic, and people that viewed my TikToks weren't really interested in purchasing my products. But in the meantime, my Instagram and YouTube was reaching loads of people within my target demographic, and Instagram and YouTube have ended up being the 2 platforms that I now focus on the most. So I don't really worry about TikTok anymore, but TikTok has worked for loads of other small businesses, blowing up their business overnight and allowing them to make so many sales. So just because TikTok didn't work for me doesn't mean it won't work for you. That's why it's important to try out lots of social media platforms so you get an idea of what's going to work for you. So my second tip is that if you don't already have a big social media following, or even if you do, then it's important to put your products up on a platform such as Etsy. The reason why I recommend Etsy, even though I know the fees can be really annoying, is that Etsy already has a demographic and an audience that is searching for products like yours on Etsy. So even if you have 0 followers on Instagram and TikTok, people are still going to be able to find your products if you post them on a platform such as Etsy. You can do some research about search engine optimization on Etsy, and I may make a video about that for another time. And there are also a few other options I know for crocheters. Ribbler is definitely one of them, a platform where people can sell crochet patterns and they'll get pushed up in the algorithm even if you don't have a following. So yeah, I do think Etsy is a great place to get started out, and I would recommend it if you are making handmade products or digital products or something similar to that. It also makes delivery and shipping a lot easier, especially if you're in a country like the US. Unfortunately, I'm not, so sometimes the shipping prices on Etsy are not super accurate. But yeah, Etsy tries to make things simpler for small businesses, and I agree that they do quite a good job. So I know this sounds like a pretty basic tip, but something that is super important is posting consistently. Once you have some products up on Etsy that you can advertise, it is very important to begin uploading regularly on your social media platforms. So that could mean 3 to 4 times a week, that could mean every day if you can keep up with it. So I'd recommend making a schedule that you personally can keep up with, because if you say, I'm going to post every day, twice a day, but you know actually in the middle of the week I get quite busy and I might not be able to keep up with that, then you might want to consider either batch making content on the weekend, so making all your content ready to upload for the week, or just lowering the amount that you upload each week. So I believe when I started out, I would do a photo post on Instagram every 2 days. So every second day I would make sure to do a photo post of a crochet plushie. And I didn't keep up with that 100% of the time, of course, because no one can be perfect. And I also tried to do a reel every 3rd or so day. I didn't really get started with making reels until a bit later, but I'll talk about that soon. So yeah, if you make a schedule that you can keep up with, don't put too much pressure on yourself, but try posting on all those different social media platforms consistently and repurposing your content to make it easier on yourself. Another important tip is products will not sell without marketing. You could make the best product in the world, and if no one knows about it, then no one will buy it. Now, of course, if you sell it on Etsy, it is still going to reach some people, but you're making it harder on yourself by not marketing on social media platforms. You should be making reels introducing your new products. You should be posting about your new products saying, hey guys, I've just released this new product. go purchase it for this price in the link in my bio. If nobody knows about it, then nobody can buy your product. So remember, just because your product is good doesn't mean that people are gonna buy it if they've never heard of it. And I'm gonna be honest, it works both ways too. You could have the worst product in the world, and as long as you have really good marketing, it'll probably still sell. The next thing I'm going to move on to is what sort of content should you be posting. So I know this gets annoying. Everyone's probably telling you to post short form content. And unfortunately, I agree with them. Mostly. Posting short form content is a really great way to reach new people. So I wouldn't say that it's necessarily the best way to give content to your current audience and your current following. But if you want to gain new followers and reach a new audience and more people, then short form content is the way to go. I know it can be super frustrating trying to go viral on Instagram and TikTok. And I want you to know that going viral is not everything that it's cracked up to be. If you go viral, like really viral, then you will inevitably lose a lot of those followers later on when they remember that they're following you and they go, why was I following you in the first place? So I would say it is a great way to reach new people posting short form content. And there are specific things that you're going to want to be doing if you're posting short form content. So first thing I would say is including a call to action in your video or in the description of the video. So you might be showing a new product, but if you just show the product and you don't say, hey, you can get this in the link in my bio, or hey, you can buy this product here for super cheap, it's on sale, then people aren't going to know where to buy it. And honestly, they're probably not going to go to the effort of finding out where to buy it. You should make finding information as easy as possible on the viewer. They shouldn't have to search for information about the product. I would say that posting short form content is probably more important than posting photo posts, especially on Instagram when you're starting out. And also when you're posting short form content, make sure to use trending audios. So on Instagram, you can see this by looking at the audio at the bottom, and you'll be able to see a little arrow if the audio is trending. Or if you press on the sound, it should say trending at number, and then it'll say which number it's trending at. I generally try to use trending sounds that have under 15,000 uses, as for some reason these tend to get pushed more by the Instagram algorithm. So if you find a trending sound that has around 5,000 uses, you know you're good. That's the sort of sound that you want to be using. But on this, I would also like to comment that if you're on YouTube, then posting long form content can be very beneficial. So when I started out on YouTube, I didn't think that this was going to be a consistent thing. I thought, hey, I'll post a tutorial, I'll see how it goes. That tutorial ended up completely blowing up, and posting long form content on YouTube has grown my following and my sales probably more than short form content, as my tutorials have reached so many more people. But obviously this is a very specific situation to me. You may want to post vlogs about your small business. I find those tend to go really well. I personally haven't done many of those, but I know a lot of other creators that do. So also try out long form content as well. But yeah, I think photo posts are important too. They're good for showing your current community what you've been making. But if you want to reach more people, videos are the way to go. So the next tip is to interact with your community to build connections and make friends. So this could be commenting on other people's posts, applying to test people's sewing or crochet or knitting patterns. Just interact and talk with many people in the community, and you'll find that you'll learn so much, and you'll also probably make some friends. So when I started out, I applied to test a few crochet patterns, and that's how I figured out, oh, this is what a crochet pattern looks like. I could do this in the future maybe. Which of course I did end up doing. I also made a bunch of crochet friends who I still talk to, and we all support each other. Pretty much the main friends that I have in the crochet community are people who I've spoken to since day one of my crochet business. So back when I had 50 followers. So interact with other creators around your following and hope that they'll respond. And yeah, hopefully they will do the same back to you and support your posts as well. So giveaways. Giveaways can be such a big boost to your following. I know that it can seem stressful giving away one of your products for free when maybe you've worked super hard on it, but it's also a way to give back to the current following that you already have. So this isn't super relevant to me now, but about a year ago when I had around 10,000 followers, I liked to do the occasional giveaway, but I also started posting some free patterns. So giving away some things, but not everything, for free can be super beneficial for growing your business, because then they'll go, oh, they've posted a free pattern. Maybe I'll go check out their page and see what other free content they've done. Oh, there's this really cute paid product that they have. I think I want to purchase that. So doing giveaways, making free content is going to bring new people to your page, which we always want. Plus, if you make a giveaway and you say, hey, to enter this giveaway, I would like you to share this post to your story, then you're going to be reaching hundreds or thousands of new people. As for the final tip, and I think this one's really important, branding. Branding is super important. When you are starting out and choosing your business name, so your name that you're going to use for Instagram, for all of your social media platforms, for everything, I want you to think carefully about this, okay? Your business name doesn't have to be like super catchy or anything, but what is important is making sure that no one else has the same business name as you. You don't want to be having underscores or full stops in your Instagram username, because then your searchability goes down a lot. Because when people are trying to find your business, you want your username to be super memorable. So 1 Cent Crochet, it's super simple, it's super short. My username doesn't have any underscores or X's or anything extra in it, so people can remember it easily. As well, with branding, you're going to want to find a logo or a distinct color even that you use across all of your platforms. So then people are going to see your profile picture and know immediately that it's you. So I actually have a different profile picture on my Instagram than my YouTube, but I tend to stick with the light blue color and a cow holding a yarn ball. That's sort of my branding. I paid someone to make a logo for me because I wanted it to be special and unique, and that ended up being really worth it. So I would say that it is worth it paying for a logo or a banner to make your business more unique and identifiable. So that finishes up the video, and that is all of my 8 tips for if I were to start a small business in 2024. Please leave a comment on if you'd like me to make any more videos like this, or any more in real life videos where I'm just talking to the camera, because usually I just do tutorials. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!